G'day, it's Cameron from PSA Products here, and today we're going to do a quick tutorial video on how to set up some wireless smoke alarms together when you're combining some old and new products together. So what we've got here is a range of wireless smoke alarms. Now we've got some LIF6000 RLs connected to some LIFWMB2 bases. As we can see here, we've got a network of 4 which is already set up, and we've got 2 WMB2 bases with 6800s mounted to them. I've got one 6000 WB wireless base with a 6800 mounted on it, and I've got a 6000 DCW. Now these guys are already being set up and connected, so what we can do if we're arriving to site as someone to attend to these smoke alarms, and we want to add some new smoke alarms in, so we've got the 6000 here to add in, and we've got a new 6000 WB to add in. So we'll go to our existing network and we're going to find where the master is. So we need to find the status of the network. We'll find an alarm and double press the link button. So it's either the link button on the wireless base, or the top button on a DCW. Once you double press the button, it'll start the flash, and every alarm in the network will begin to flash as well. And this is what's called the open network. So every alarm will begin the flash, and what you should do is go to every single alarm and make sure that they are all connected or all open. Once the network is open, find the alarm that is the master. So every alarm will do a flash pattern. A slave alarm or a connected alarm will do a 3 flash pattern, as you can see here with these guys. The master alarm will do a 2 flash pattern. Once you've located the master, ensure that it is in the most central location, and then we can go ahead and add our new alarms to the network. So here we've got a LIF6000 DCW. Now if it's brand new straight out of the box, all you need to do is connect it to its base. It'll begin to flash straight away and look for a network. Okay, so it didn't make the noise, but usually it will make a connection noise and begin the flash 3 times. So we've got the 3 flashes, which means it's now connected to the network. For a wireless base, we will need to connect this up to the 240 mains power, attach it to its base, attach the alarm to its base. The link light will begin looking for a new network. So on and off means it's searching. And then once we've got the 3 flashes, we know we're connected. Now all of these guys are connected, so all we need to do now is find any of them, double press the button, and that'll close the network off. Check to make sure all the alarms have stopped flashing. And once they have, you're all good to go. Okay, so say you've arrived at a job and you need to remove an alarm from the network. The first thing you want to do is open the network of the alarm, so that's double press the link button, and it will start the flash. You'll notice all the other alarms will begin to start flashing as well. It means the network is open. Now we find the alarm that we need to remove from the network, so I'm going to choose this smoke alarm randomly here. We press and hold the test button for 10 seconds. You'll get 4 flashes, and on the DCWs it'll chirp. And that means it's disconnected from the network. Same goes when you're removing a wireless base from the network. While the network is open, press and hold for 10 seconds. Now you don't get any noise out of the wireless bases, so that's why 10 seconds is the general rule of thumb. Take your finger off. Now you will get 4 flashes, but once it stops flashing after you press and held it for 10 seconds, you're generally good to go. Now both of those alarms are removed from. Now just on that, if say for example I want to add this smoke alarm back into a smoke alarm network, all you need to do is double press it to turn the alarm back on. And it will start looking for a new network. Once we have the three flashes, you know it's connected. The same thing goes with the wireless base. If you've removed it from the network, you double press the button to turn it back on again. It'll start slow flashing, which means it's looking for a network. And then once you get your 3 flashes, you're all good to go. Okay, so next we've got a situation here where we've got the master unit has been disconnected from its base on an existing network, and that causes all the other alarms to start looking for the network again. So as you can see here on the DCWs, they begin flashing to let you know that they've lost connection to their master. Now this can also happen if the master is removed or relocated out of its location, and after a while the DCWs will begin to chirp to let you know. Now if this happens, what you can do is obviously either replace the master onto its base, and that will allow them to connect to the network again, or you can assign a new master by choosing one of the other alarms, double pressing the test button, and that'll turn it into a master, as you can see by the 2 flashes. All existing alarms in the current network will connect to that new master. However, ensure that that new master is in the most central location to all the other alarms. Otherwise, you may have dropouts on the network. You can then add the old master back into the network. It'll begin to search for the network. And as you can see, it's reconnected back into the network with the new current master. And that's essentially how you can add in replace the master quite easily in a existing network. Now, lastly, what we're going to cover is what to do if, say, everything's a bit all over the place and you're not too sure what's going on. Sometimes one of the best things to do is just do a full reset of all of them and start from scratch, especially if you're on a site that you're unfamiliar with, or if things aren't behaving the way they should be, or it's just a little bit confusing. Sometimes it's best to just do a reset. The best way to do this is open the network of the alarms. Once the network is open, you go to each alarm in the network, starting with any connected alarms. Press and hold the button for 10 seconds, and this does a network reset. The alarm will flash 4 times and and reset. Same goes with all of the other wireless alarms. Now sometimes you may have an alarm that's not doing anything if you've opened the network. All you need to do is just double press the button to open the network of that individual alarm, because sometimes it might not be connected to the existing network. And then lastly, the master. Now you don't necessarily have to do it in this order, but it can save a little bit of confusion. So always do the slaves first and then the master. And then once you've got a reset network, you can start from scratch. So we'll just do the setup from scratch one more time. So because the alarms have been reset, they're not from a new status, so you need to turn them on for them to be in network mode. So I'm going to make this DCW the master and make sure it's in the most central location. We're going to double press the button. That'll turn the alarm on and it will start flashing on and off. That's searching mode. Double press it again, making the sonar ping, and it's flashing 2 times. That means the network is open and it is the master. Starting with this DCW, we'll double press, turns it on, it's flashing on and off. We get the connection noise and 3 light flashes out of it. Next we'll do a wireless base, LIFWMB2, double press. We get the flash on and off, it means it's looking. Three flashes. We'll do a LIF6000 WB next. Yep, and now we have 3 flashes. And then you continue that process with all the other alarms on the network. Once you're all done, same as before, double press any alarms on the link button, and that'll close the network off and you're all good to go. So I hope that's been helpful to you, and if it has, please let us know in the comments. And if you do have any questions, feel free to give us a call on 1300 772 776. Thank you very much.